Hello everyone. In my today's session, I'll be discussing about intelligence and behavior change. What is intelligence? The question arises. Intelligence is basically the capacity for abstraction, logic, understanding, self-awareness, learning emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. As you can see in my slide that the types of intelligence includes SQ, EQ, IQ, and PQ. SQ stands for social quotient, EQ stands for emotional quotient, IQ stands for intelligence quotient, and PQ stands for physical quotient. SQ is related to inner wisdom, it's related to inner and outer peace. EQ is managing ourselves and our relationships well. IQ is related to math and verbal intelligence, and PQ is related to physical body awareness and skillful use. Emotional quotient was introduced in 1990 by a psychologist Peter Salovey and John D. Mayer, who defined it as follows. It is the ability to perceive emotions, that is, accurately recognize emotions in yourself and in others as they are occurring. It is the ability to use emotions to facilitate thinking, that is, to guide you to the issues that need your attention. You can see in this slide that emotional intelligence is related to self-awareness, empathy, motivation, self-regulation, and social skills. These all domains play a very important role when we are talking about emotional intelligence. Let's have a detailed discussion regarding strategies for building your EQ. Whenever you are formulating a strategy for building your EQ, you have to clarify your intention for the day. A daily practice that can help to build EQ is clarifying your intention. As you travel to to sit in silence and ask yourself, what intention do I have for today? Practice self-care. A little daily self-care will help you to build your capacity for EQ. Slow down. Pausing for just few seconds before you respond to a stressful situation can often help you to gain control over your emotions before you say or do something you might later regret. Get curious. Curiosity is a difficult mindset to have, particularly as we get older, wiser, and more confident in our beliefs, judgments, and opinions. I just say that our core beliefs are of two types: limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs. Limiting beliefs will help you to limitize your own beliefs, and empowering beliefs will help you to have a strong belief to do anything. We will be having a detailed discussion regarding these two beliefs in our upcoming sessions as well. Create a space for emotions, not just the pretty ones. Different researchers have played different roles regarding this. Then read the room. It is easy to get stuck in your own head, not much paying attention to the world around you. There are many people who are sitting among different people, but they are thinking in their own head. They are not paying attention to anyone else. Clean up your messes. There are few certainties in life, but one absolute is that you will mess up a lot. Getting comfortable with existing genuine apologies is a way to maintain a strong, healthy relationships and regulate our emotional responses when things don't go as planned. Make an effort to connect. Making time for those who are around you may seem like impossible task even for the most outgoing people, but if you are struggling to be productive within the confines of the tight schedules. Let's have a discussion regarding pros of EQ. The first pro is it is something that anyone can learn. It is not a generic trait or a natural trait, it is a skill that anyone can learn at any point of time. It can help to reduce bullying. It improves person's social effectiveness. It reduces the likelihood of engaging in personal destructive behavior. People who have enhanced their emotional intelligence skills over a time are less likely to engage in self-destructive behaviors. There are lower levels of smoking, binging, drinking, violence against each other, and they are more towards like good things with an average emotional intelligence people when compared to the general population. They are good at making decisions as well. Emotional intelligence are a lot easier to make than logical decisions. Logic dictates that every scenario to be evaluated, estimated, and anticipated. Emotional decisions happen faster because only emotions of situations are being examined. Cons of EQ are it can be used to manipulate people, it prevents others from using their critical thinking, and it can be used for personal gain. Emotions are one of the core components of our being. We experience emotions in virtually every moment of every day. When these emotions are understood as a skill, it becomes an other way to manipulate someone to do what you want to do. It prevents others from using their critical thinking. When someone knows how to put their emotions on plate, then that emotional exposure can help others relate through that context. It can be used for personal gain. Emotional intelligence can be used to manipulate others for personal gain. This can be done through the creation of embarrassing situations or outright emotional lies. Showing a person positive emotions while showing everyone else negative feelings. It can make person more open or agreeable. Social factors are very important within the scope of human existence. Rare is the individual who can live on their own without any personal contact or any kind of contact with anyone for a longer period of time, because we can't live alone. We can't live aloof. For those who have a high emotional intelligence, they tend to be more open and agreeable to the situations that are morally questionable if it means there's a chance for social contact. It takes time to develop this skill, although everyone can develop emotional intelligence skill. This is a time investment. This can be quite extensive and personal. People may not wish to look at their fears and habits or other personalized negative emotions. The question arises, what is IQ? IQ in short is for intelligent quotient. It is a measure of person's reasoning ability. It is supposed to gauge how well someone can use information and logic to answer questions or make predictions. IQ tests begin to assess this by measuring short and long-term memory. They can also measure how well people can solve puzzles and recall information, what they have heard, and how quickly. This is an example of puzzle which I have given you. You people can, like using your IQ, can solve this puzzle and can comment me after doing it if anybody is able to do this puzzle. You may send me separate in the comment box the answers of it. Now let's have a discussion about importance of IQ. Every student can learn no matter how intelligent, but some students struggle in school because of a weakness in one specific area of intelligence. These students often benefit from special programs. IQ tests can help the teacher to figure out what students would benefit from extra help. So we can say these programs are gifted educational programs. If I talk about personal intelligence, a personal intelligence more just than executive function. It is engaging, more learning, people want to keep it, and people want to have a push forward. Engagement also let a person switch between focus attention and mind wandering. Like daydreaming is also a state, and it is one of the important part of your intelligence. Let's have a discussion about stages of behavioral change. As you can see that the first stage starts from pre-contemplation, then contemplation, then preparation, then maintenance, and then relapse. So, if we talk about pre-contemplation, in this stage, people are not interested in change, can't see the need of change to have, and they have no intention of doing change. They defend their current behavior and are not aware of their life could be better. This group does not fall as a real issue for them. In contemplation, people think about the issue and possible need to make some changes. They recognize that there is a problem and they can and should do something to make their lives better. There, they may have a trigger event like an older person who is a friend or a neighbor having a bad fall, or there may be some other form of prompt that starts the process of considering change. For example, people could be motivated to get their eye check or have a medical review. People in this group are often seen as procrastinators and ambivalent. Giving up an enjoyed behavior causes them to feel a sense of loss despite the perceived gain. At this stage, people are very open to information and they also offer options and strategies. In preparation stage, a change is about to happen, a person is ready to be changed. In action, the people are now applying and they are having a real or overt changes and modifications to their lives and starting to live their new life. Now in this stage of maintenance, people are ready to have consolidate any change in their behavior and to maintain a new status quo and to prevent relapse and temptation. And last but not the least, in termination advocacy, they are going to have a new stage is continuing part of their behavior, and it includes the understanding that going back to old habit would be feeling weird and the former problems are no longer perceived as desirable. This is all from my side. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.